If you've built an affordable homemade greenhouse like I have, you can cover the front with plastic sheeting. It's very affordable, but it rots away by the end of 1 year in the sun and the wind. So instead of assuming that you're going to spend $20 a year and throw the plastic into the ground at the end of the year, why not build glass panes for the front of it? I happen to have a source of glass that's really free, and me and Jesse are going to put some glass windows on the front of the greenhouse today. So the whole greenhouse is 8 feet wide, just a little bit more because there's some 2x4s on the end. We're making 3 windows, so they'll each be 32 inches. 96 divided by 3 is 32, and I have window panes for free that are 10 by 12. So I put a ½ inch for the top or 1.5 inches for the top and bottom, so that comes out to 3 inches total for wood at the top and bottom, plus the 12-inch pane that gives us a 15-inch window height. Okay. So each of these dividers and the ends will have to be 15 inches long, and these tops and bottoms will be 32 inches. And that's pretty much it. Okay. We can do all this with just a tape measure, a pencil, and a table saw. So you can get everything for one of these windows out of a 1x6. So if you stack everything up, you go right to 5 inches, and you add in some saw kerf, and you end up at 5 1/4 inches, 1x6. Now you can see what we have here. We have both of our sides with the rebates all the way around the inside for our glass to sit in. And this big box of glass right here, got this old crate of glass from this old timer that was retiring in the shop. God bless his heart. Ruler down here, 5 1/2 inches. I guess there's probably 40 pieces of glass in here, free of charge. So in order to get these to join up, I don't want to just screw them together. I'm going to take off this portion right here from the bottom piece. So it's a 3/4 inch in and a ½ inch up. And then I'll take a 1/4 inch off of the top piece. So that'll be cut here. We'll cut that part off and that part off. And then they'll lock together nicely. And for these center pieces that go in the middle, what I'll do is take off this jutting out portion, and then cut a ½ inch dado on the back of the top and bottom, and then those will slide in on either side. Okay, now that all of our joint work is done, we've cut our notches and our grooves. And this is going to go together very simply. You know, I think a toddler could do it, but she's busy splashing in puddles right now, so she's not going to do it. Leaving it up to the old man. Just get to gluing. So I'll get this all glued up, and then we'll take every clamp I've ever had, and we'll hold this thing together nice and square, nice and tight, and it should be a window that we can paint and glaze, and it'll look just like something I bought from an estate sale, or a you know, an emptying out the old barn sale, or something I paid a lot of money for at one of those shabby chic stores on the avenue. Okay, the last step in the actual construction before I go into glazing and painting and glazing is to knock in some oak dowels. These are hard oak 1/4 inch dowels. Once all the glue is dry and all the pegs are set, come in here with a flat flush saw and just knock them all off. I'm not going to go ahead and sand it or anything like that. This isn't a fine woodworking craftsmanship by any means, so why pretend? Then it's as simple as putting a coat of paint on. Okay, let's put the finishing touches on one of these windows, shall we? Let's see, I guess we'll probably do like this. This paint should slip in here real tight, but without a problem. Oh yeah. Next cool thing we get to do is drop a couple points in here. These are awesome. Cool little device here. Hold down the glass as tight as you can. Take your putty knife and just wedge this little guy right in there. Here we are, the last step, and that's to apply glazing putty. This is the, I don't know, the mortar, I guess, that goes around the outside of the window. It's a pretty hot day, so this stuff is real loosey-goosey. But I don't really know a technique for this. I just kind of take a strip about the size of the gap here around the edges. It's so loosey-goosey. Just sort of start by getting it all in place. I'll make considerable number of passes to sort of smooth it out and shape it and make it more attractive. The purpose of this is to prevent air and moisture, water that is, from getting through the glass into the wood and just causing problems. So it's doing its job, but it's a real mess. There's one that's one of the ones I did last couple weeks ago, and the glazing looks a lot better on this one just because I took the time to smooth it out. As it starts to cure, it gets a little bit harder. The more you work it while it's still fresh, it gets really sticky and just hard to manage. So my goal usually is just to slab it all in there, let it cure a little bit, and then come back and do a little bit of smoothing with these tools. Stick it up in there. Good. Smooth it out. I think I'll end this video here. This is long enough. That's how you make a window here at Lolita's Garden. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 where I'll actually be mounting these onto the greenhouse. This is not a tutorial. Don't do what I do.